Can't believe how fast the year is going by. These months just kind of race by. But I'm here to check in again because it is the top of the month and therefore it's time to do an update on the What's Your Verse endeavor. I prepared or memorized and sort of meditated on for the month of May the passage Deuteronomy chapter 10, verses 12 through 22. So I'll share that with you, but I'll also share kind of an update about my feelings about this whole project and its future. So, first, let me get to the passage. So that Deuteronomy passage reads as follows, and I'm kind of doing the New King James Version. And now, Israel, what does the Lord your God require of you? But to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways and to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, and to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command you today for your good. Indeed, heaven and the highest heavens belong to the Lord your God, also the earth and all that is in it. And yet the Lord delighted only in your fathers to love them, and he chose their descendants after them, you among all peoples, as it is this day. Therefore circumcise the foreskin of your heart, and be stiff-necked no longer. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, the great God, mighty and awesome, who shows no partiality nor takes a bribe. He administers justice for the fatherless and the widow, and he loves the stranger, giving him food and clothing. Therefore love the stranger, for you yourselves were strangers in the land of Egypt. You shall fear the Lord your God, you shall serve him, and to him you shall hold fast and take oaths in his name. For he is your praise, and he is your God, who has done these great and awesome things which your eyes have seen. Your fathers went down to Egypt with 70 persons, and now the Lord has made them as the stars of heaven in multitude. And that's it. Yeah, that ending part was always a little rough for me. Anyway, so that was it. And now to talk about my feelings about the sort of the state of my project and where I see it going. So my general feeling is that I kind of want to, if not put it on hiatus, at least slow down the pace of it. And this is for two reasons. First, there was a lot of participation in the beginning, and I was really excited about that and surprised about how much involvement there was at the beginning. But it definitely tapered off really fast after the first month, after I kind of went through March and April. Of course, the participation hasn't ended entirely. I do want to give a shout out to my friend Patience, who memorized Psalm 4, not Psalm 4, Psalm 8, sorry, during the month of May. And she wrote it out last night and tagged me in it. So, way to go with that. And that's a beautiful psalm to memorize. So, there has been some participation, and I definitely don't want to give up this whole endeavor. And I'm glad that it has got me into the discipline of scripture memorization. However, if it's just kind of me turning my gears month after month, you know, I I just am not sure how useful it is for me to do the videos and all that. And I don't mind doing them. It's just I want them to serve a purpose. But my other reason for sort of wanting to slow things down, if not just sort of putting this on pause indefinitely, is that I have found that at times my desire to meditate on the scripture for the month has taken away from my general Bible study time, which, of course, is, that's basically my responsibility to set aside the time to do that. But, you know, as life has gotten busy, I've on occasion foregone my general scripture reading and devotional reading and sort of meditated on my memory verse instead. And I want to keep more of a balance between the two because I definitely value scripture memorization and I think it's important. But I want to maintain more of a balance between that and sort of my general reading. So, with that said, I do still want to continue memorizing scripture just personally. And specifically moving forward, what I wanted to work on memorizing, Second Chronicles 7:14 is a very well-known and commonly recited scripture, but I wanted to sort of memorize the surrounding, like that, with its surrounding context, because that whole like paragraph is very important, and I think it is sort of urgent for the times we're in right now, specifically in our country and even specifically in California. Um, it kind of speaks to our dependence on God when things dry up completely and we find ourselves in need of His mercy and when we need to seek His face, not just His provision. So I definitely want to work on that, and perhaps I will present it in some form or another in July. Can't believe I'm talking about July already. But I'm not sure if I will share it in the same way that I have been sharing these videos every month. So we'll see. No pressure. All right. But this all said, if you do want to join in and let me know what you want to memorize for the month, yeah, I'm still all for it, so feel free. Um, I hope you all have a blessed week and a blessed month, and I will check in with you later. Peace.